history. In the show, I play our fearless leader, Principal Mr. Pep. Before we begin, I'd like to thank all the volunteers that helped with the show, I'd like to especially thank our teachers, Mr. Rosenquist, Mrs. Oliver, and our director, Mr. Nelson. The 4th grade classes have worked very hard on this production. To date, they've had 2,000 rehearsals for over 100,000 hours of practice beginning last September. Now, before we begin, I'd like to remind you to turn off cell phones, pagers, and crying babies. Sit back and enjoy the show.
That's our state song, and this is a play about how our classes learn a lot about Oregon history. You see it start one afternoon at the end of the day when Mrs. Foote said to the class,
Tomorrow we are going to begin our study of Oregon history. Now class, I guarantee you this will not be boring, or history as you have had it before. You are going to divide yourselves up into teams, and each team is going to have to come up with a project. Yes, Vanessa?
My school had given me a big project.
Oh, it's not that hard. You could do something on Lewis and Clark or the Oregon Trail or any topic related to Oregon. Yes, I did.
Can we make something?
Well, of course. Maps, drawings, pictures. You can also write and memorize a skit.
Oh, that's so easy. Last year I memorized 300 pages and got the lead part in our school show.
Well, Chloe, it may be easy for you to memorize, but it seems like you have a hard time remembering to raise your hand.
Sorry, Miss Foote.
As an added prize, each team that completes the project by the deadline date will get to go to an ice cream party.
Hey, Carol, you join me. I think we can make a report on the first people to come to Oregon, Lewis and Clark.
Lewis and Clark, they weren't the first people to come to Oregon. No way.
Aren't you forgetting something like the Native Americans who lived here for thousands of years before Lewis and Clark traveled to Oregon in 1805?
Oh yeah, you're right. They were Indians here. Let's start our book with a picture of a teepee. I can draw that.
Wrong again. You know, you have a lot to learn about the Native Americans.
The tribes that lived on the coast of Oregon made houses from the great tall cedar trees. They were called longhouses or plank houses.
Sometimes 30 or 40 people could live in these houses. They were comfortable and kept the family warm and safe during the winter, something that is very important in the Northwest.
And another thing, don't call them Indians. The Northwest Native Americans were called by their tribe names like Chinook, Clatsop, Tillamook, and Multnomah.
Well, I can draw a buffalo.
The Native American living on the Oregon coast didn't have buffalo. They became very wealthy fishing for salmon and smelt.
For them, nature was totally connected, and they made sure they did not overfish or harm the environment around them.
They lived in harmony with nature for thousands of years.
They often made up stories or legends about nature.
The raven, the eagle, the salmon, and the hawk were all very important.
Everything was connected, like a circle. A perfect circle has no beginning or end.
That's why they call it the circle of life.
Raven, eagle, salmon, hawk, grasses all
say that one of the teams presented a skit about a potlatch.
Today, our team consisting of Bailey, Owen, Laura, and Genevieve is going to present a skit about a potlatch. Before they begin, who can tell me something about a potlatch? Yvonne?
Wasn't it the ceremony that the Coastal Native Americans performed?
That's right. And why did they do it? Andrew?
The purpose was for the chief or an important person to give away all that he had. The chief became much greater if he gave away everything.
Yes, Ruby?
Why would the chief give away everything? Then he wouldn't have anything.
Well, let's watch and see if we can figure it out.
Hear ye, the chief has come to speak.
Good evening, my friends. It is an honor for me to be here and a great honor for me to call this potlatch. The purpose of the potlatch is for the person giving the potlatch to give away everything that he has. That way he will receive a gift greater than any possession. He will receive honor and respect. Hunting Bear, will you come here?
Yes, Chief?
Hunting Bear, this is a great spear to catch salmon. It was given to me at a potlatch like this by our long-departed chief. It was given to him by his father, who is a great fisher of salmon. You shall have it and hunt with it.
Thank you, Chief. I'm very honored.
Birdwoman, this is a basket that my mother gave to me. It is good for gathering the berries that grow by our shores. I want you to have it.
Thank you, Chief.
And so in this way, the chief gave away everything that he owned and made everybody feel good. And he received the best gift of all, the respect of his tribe.
Even though I have no possessions, I am now the richest man in the tribe, because I have honor and respect.
The chief has come today to give all he has away, and this is the way correct to earn honor and respect. Yes, I know it's hard to believe that it's better to give than receive. Yes, I know it's hard to believe that it's better to give than receive.
So people, don't be greedy. Be sure to help the needy and do what is right and fair and give because you care.
Yes, I know it's hard to believe that it's better than give and receive. Yes, I know it's hard to believe that it's better than give and receive. Yes, I know it's hard to believe that it's better than give than receive. Yes, I know it's hard to believe that it's better to give than receive. Class, our history lesson now shifts to France, which is far across the Atlantic Ocean. Who is doing something about the Louisiana Purchase?
We are. The year was 1802. In 1802, France won the rights to negotiate for about a third of what now is the United States.
The ruler of France at the time was a sweet little guy named Napoleon, and he had a big problem. He was out of cash.
Savannah, Sarah, Blythe, and William will now perform this skit about LeCount and Napoleon.
Announcing the Emperor of France, Emperor Napoleon Bonaparte.
Low enough for you?
Your Highness, Your Highness, Minister of Finance, Monsieur the Count's here to speak with you.
Please, send them in.
Good morning, Your Highness. Your Highness, I regret to inform you that our treasure is very long bonds.
How could this be, Monsieur le Count? I've been winning wars all over Europe. The French army is the largest and best equipped army since the Roman Empire.
That is true, Your Highness. The French army is also the best fed and most extensive army since the Roman Empire. Your Highness, we're broke.
Don't have any money. Don't have any banks in the bank. No, it's not too funny. All I got is time without a dime. French drink blues, and anything can happen to you. My life feels like the blues. And nothing better.
Don't have any pesos. Don't have any rubles. No dollars or marks, so all I've got is time without a dime.
I got the French drink blues, and anything can happen to you. And I feel like the blues. Nothing and nothing to do.
No francs in the bank and nothing to do.
Broke? Oh dear, what else can we do?
I suggest that Your Highness either cut the army or sell something.
Cut the army? No, never. That means I'll have to sell something. What could we sell? Palaces? Artwork? I got it! I'll sell all my wife Josephine's expensive jewelry. Over! Done! Dead! Funny!
Your Highness, I don't think Empress Josephine would take kindly to having her jewelry sold.
Yes, you are correct about that. What else could we sell?
I consider selling some land. France owns quite a lot of land in America. It could be worth millions of francs.
Millions and millions? Magnifique! Bon idea. That is a great idea. Send a representative to the suite, President Jefferson. What is that land to us? It is just a bunch of trees and rivers. Phooey, we don't need it, and we can sure use the France on the back.
ambassador from France is here to see you. Also, Mr. Gallatin, the Secretary of the Treasury, would like a word with you.
Please send in Mr. Gallatin.
Mr. President, I have very interesting news. According to our spies, Napoleon is broke and the French may be willing to sell Louisiana.
So that's why the ambassador wants to see me. What do you think this land is worth?
Well, it is estimated that there are 600 million acres. At $1 an acre, that would make the land worth at least $600 million.
Well, that is a lot of money. I don't know if we can afford it, but stay. Let's listen to what the ambassador has to say. Mr. Wilbur, will you please show the ambassador in?
Certainly, Mr. President. Mr. President, announcing the ambassador from France, Mr. LeBrook.
Good morning, Mr. President. Good morning, Secretary Gallatin. After the rights of put together, and France would like to sell America the land we call Louisiana. We ask you to pay us $15 million.
$15 million? And we were going to pay $600 million. Well, take it. Good work, Gallatin. But now we must find to explore this land.
Well, I suggest that you order a unit of army that is good and someone who is good at surviving in the wilderness.
Yes, Gallatin, that is true. You know, I think I have someone in mind.
Who is that?
And a plantation near to us in Virginia, who is a very noble captain, Mary Lewis. He's one of the best men I've ever encountered, and his skills in the woods are better than any man I know.
Yes, I've heard of that man. He's highly respected.
Mr. Gallatin, I want him to come and work for me at once. We can't waste a minute.
Yes, sir.
Captain Lewis, along with his good friend, Captain William Clark, and 32 other men, began a journey from St. Louis, Missouri, in order to reach the Pacific Ocean.
Before they left, President Jefferson wrote them clear orders.
You are to be peaceful to non-Indian tribes. You are to explore the Missouri River, then find the Columbia River. You are to make maps and collect seeds. And above all else, you must write in your journals every day.
Every day? He really doesn't mean that.
Every day. Captains are no pay.
Okay, he means it. In November 1804, Lewis and Clark decided to stay the winter with the Mandan tribe in what is now called North Dakota. They built a fort called Fort Mandan.
It was very cold that winter.
December 17, 1804, a very cold morning. The thermometer stood at 45 degrees below zero.
Minus 45 degrees is so cold that your skin will freeze in seconds if you are not covered up.
At Fort Mandan, Lewis and Clark discovered an amazing woman.
Captain Lewis, I've discovered that there is a remarkable native woman here who was taken from a tribe that lives very near the mountains. If you're right, Captain Clark, the tribe could provide us with horses to cross the Rocky Mountains. Well, there is a slight problem, Captain Lewis. What is it? Well, she's about to give birth to a baby any day now. We will just have to bring the baby along with us. I'm not sure the men will appreciate having a baby along. We'll just have to get used to it. And besides, having a woman and children along will tell all the other tribes that we come in peace. No war parties ever bring along women and children.
us again about Sacagawea. Boy, did we learn a lot about this amazing woman.
Hello, my name's Sacagawea. Well, that's what the Mandan tribe calls me. My real name's Boynave, or Grasswoman in the Shoshone language. I'm a wife of a French fur trader named Charbonneau.
Hello, my dear. Our American friends are so happy they're going on this trip to help them.
Oh, what does he know? Chief Longknife,
Or Captain Lewis.
or Chief Redhair.
Or Captain Clark.
Were very interested in me when they heard I was from the Shoshone tribe. We live against the Great Mountains. I was captured when I was a girl by the Blackfeet tribe and sold to the Maddens.
That's right. She was a slave until I came along and freed her.
Free me? You didn't free me. You won me in a gambling game called Hide the Bones. And you almost ruined everything for me with the White Chiefs.
Yeah, always my fault. Well, we're going on a journey, aren't we? That should make you happy, and I'll be their famous guide. Why, I bet someday I'll be so famous that they'll put my face on a gold coin.
Fat chance. Face on a coin? Indeed. Now, will you please leave me alone so I can finish telling my story? Well, as I was saying, Chief Redhair was so very nice to me. It was very hard giving birth to my child, John Baptiste, or sometimes called Pump. We traveled by boat and eventually met up with my people, the Shoshone tribe. I was both happy and sad.
Captain Clyde, the Shoshone refused to buy horses with us. Without the horses, we will never be able to cross the mountains. Captain Lewis, we must get across the mountains before winter. It is already September. Let me see if a Shoshone woman can help us talk to them.
Then it happened. Chief Redhair took me into the tent with the Shoshone chief, and lo and behold, the chief was my own brother, who I had not seen in many years.
Boynave, my sister, my own sister? I thought you'd been killed.
No, my brother, I was captured. It's a long story, but these two chiefs are very powerful and kind, and they need your help.
Well, this changes everything. I'll see what I can do for them.
Later that night, I was sad when I talked to my brother.
Dear Boynave, our mother died shortly after you were captured. I wish she could have seen you again.
That night I cried, but I knew my love for my mother could never die. My love, my love, my love for you will never die. Many years ago I was taken from here, but oh how I missed my family dear. My heart did it burn, let me return. Oh how I wish to come home. My love, my love, my love for you will never die. Now I've come back home and my brother is chief, and oh how my heart is filled with grief. I loved you so, why did you go? Your spirit lives in my heart. My love, my love, my love for you will never die.
Lewis and Clark crossed the Rocky Mountains in 1805 and reached the Pacific Ocean on November 1805. Then they traveled back to St. Louis in 1806. When they arrived home, everyone read their journals and said, "Let's go to Oregon!" The first to come are fur trappers. Let me introduce you to one of the most famous early settlers, Dr. John McLaughlin. Dr. John McLaughlin was a very tall man and had totally white hair.
I'm Dr. John McLaughlin, what have you brought for me? I only buy the best furs, no matter what they be. Beaver pets, my cats are fat, so open up the trunks. But you just must walk away if you brought me a skunk. Oh, but you just must walk away if you brought me a skunk. Yeah! Hello, I'm John McLaughlin. I'm the head of the Hudson Bay Company for this region. At first I lived in Fort Vancouver, but then I moved to Oregon City. Fur traders come to me with lots of different furs, and I sell them to England where they are highly prized.
Dr. McLaughlin, here are some elk hides.
That's good. You can make lots of things from elk.
And here are some raccoon pelts.
Okay, but raccoon is not very valuable. Still, you can make good hats from raccoon. And what do you have?
Dr. McLaughlin, I washed this skunk fur and I don't think it smells too bad.
Yes, it does. I don't think we can use that. And what else do you have?
Beaver pelts, 3 of them.
Excellent. But you know, it's sad because the beaver is such an interesting animal.
Especially in the way they build their dams. Beavers are always cutting down trees. Look over here in the Northwest. We have lots of trees, so we have lots of beavers.
About the Oregon Trail.
Miss Vogt, we've organized a wagon train.
A wagon train?
Yes, the year was 1843. Thousands and thousands of people started travel to Oregon in covered wagons.
They were moving to Oregon to start farms. You see, the land in the Willamette Valley is very good farmland.
They usually start in Independence from cereals being made to Oregon in October or November. And they usually traveled over 2,000 miles, usually walking beside their oxen.
The wagons are pulled by oxen. The kids had to do all sorts of chores, like helping take care of the oxen.
We had to feed them, wash all their stuff, and here they come now.
Future that is bright, growing from clothes in the water.
on. Form a circle, show your charm. Now join partners, arm in arm. Now girls form a circle round. Boys side kicking horsey down. Here's a new trick you must learn. Show me now your barrel turns. Boys get up, now here's the deal. Girls will do a big cartwheel. Don't go yet, this is quite slick. Watch out, we'll give one more kick. Do-si-do, your sweet little Lou. One more kick and pull them through. This dance has been sure quite fun. Now it's over and we're done. Mrs. Foote,
Yes, Maya?
Kelly, Allie, Savannah, and I have a report about the trail, but it's from the voices of the women along the trail.
Women had a very difficult time on the trail.
They had to cook, clean, and sew all the clothes for the family.
Many women gave birth to children on the trail.
Women also had to care for young children.
The trail was a dangerous place, and toddlers could easily get hurt.
And sometimes unexpected things happened. One woman wrote in her journal,
Last night my clothes got out of the wagon and the oxen ate them up.
So the projects were going along pretty well until Miss Foote asked Tabitha and Carly how the projects were going.
Tabitha and Carly, what are you doing for a project?
I don't know. What do you think, Carly? Beats me. We can't think of anything, Mrs. Foote. This is so boring.
Well, all I can tell you is that if you don't figure out a project soon, I'm going to have to ship you both to the town of Boring, Oregon.
Boring, Oregon? You mean there's a town named Boring?
Yes, and there are other towns of the industry names. Well, maybe you should do a little research project on names of Oregon towns.
Later that day, the girls took out a map of Oregon and were surprised to see some very interesting names.
Tabitha, listen to this. There is Bend, Oregon. It is named after a bend in the river. And there is Drain, Oregon, and a town named Riddle.
So, Chloe and Carol, how's your project going?
Where to the part? Our team is way ahead to the part where how our capital Portland got its name. Whoa! Portland is not the state capital. Well, it is the biggest city, isn't it?
But that doesn't mean it's the state capital. The capital is Salem. Many times the capital isn't the biggest city in the state.
That's right. And speaking about states, I think we now have a skit about the day Oregon officially became a state. Michaela and Ellie?
The year was 1859. The day was Valentine's Day, and Oregon officially became a state.
This was the time the states had to decide whether to allow slaves. Oregon was a free state and did not allow slaves.
And so it was a part of the Union. That is why the Union are on the flag. And also there's some wagons and on the flag, and on the back there's a beaver.
Oregon is called the Beaver State, and its flag is the only state in the state flag in the United States with something different on the back from the front.
Miss Foot,
Yes, Michaela?
we made up a poem about Oregon became a state on Valentine's Day.
Roses are red, violets are fine. Oregon became a state in 1859.
Roses are red and violets are fine. Oregon became a state in 59.
It's kind of funny, so they say, Oregon became a state on Valentine's Day.
This is the truth and cannot be false, so we will do this simple waltz. It's kind of funny, so they say, Oregon can stay on Valentine's Day. Roses are red and violets are fine. Oregon becomes state in 59.
So, Chloe, how are you coming with your project? You know the deadline is in 2 days.
Oh, we're doing just fine. We just got 152 pages done already.
And my father has been cutting and pasting images from the internet for weeks.
Chloe and Carol, you know I want this to be your own work. Just downloading pages isn't going to give you any extra credit. Now, class, who's the next group to present?
We are Mrs. Flood.
Our project is about the time of birth.
The year 1933, the country was still in what was called the Great Depression, and times were very hard.
So log and bees were happy if they had a job and kept working even when they told it wasn't safe.
Today, August 14th, 1933, you may cut trees only in the early morning when it's cool. The danger of the fire is just too great.
Yes, we understand. But they didn't obey the forest ranger. Come on, Ren. It's 1 o'clock in the afternoon. We'll work till 5 tonight. We need the money.
And soon something terrible happened.
Oh no, there's smoke coming from that old cedar tree you're dragging.
And the fire was started within seconds because the forest was so hot and dry it got out of control.
We can't put the fire out. Get out, fast! The fire spread and spread. For 11 days, it burned out of control.
It burned huge areas of the coast range.
When it was finally put out, over 300,000 acres or over 12 million trees were destroyed. Also, millions of animals were killed. This was a huge loss and so pointless.
Are presenting a project about the great dams on the Columbia River.
We are going to tell you about a song. A song about the Bonneville Dams.
The Bonneville Dam was finished in 1938. It generates electricity. In fact, the lights above us right now are being powered by the Bonneville Dam.
There was a man hired by the Bonneville Dam Power Administration to write in the late 1930s to write songs about the dam.
His name was Woody Guthrie. You may have known one of his most famous songs. This land is your land, this land is my land, from California to the New York Islands. But he also wrote a famous song about the Columbia River called Roll on Columbia. Douglas flies where the waters cut through, down her Nick, Natanya, and Amir showed us that there is often more than one point of view when we study history.
They had a very different presentation about the dams.
They will give us the perspective from the viewpoint of the Native Americans.
When the dams were built, the water backed up over the Great Falls of Columbia where the Native Americans had fished for thousands of years.
Well, the dams brought electric power and jobs to Oregon that changed the way of life for our tribes forever.
This is a drawing of the Great Falls that used to be on the Columbia River by the Dalles. They were called the Celilo Falls.
Often there would be great festivals on the bank of the river.
Tribes from all over the West Coast would travel hundreds of miles each year to attend the celebrations.
There's a huge trading market near the falls.
But now the falls are gone.
When the dams were built, the water backed up and covered the falls.
By 1960, there were no more festivals.
The salmon no longer jumped the falls.
Lewis and Clark came in 1805.
Less than 200 years, the white men had destroyed what he had treasured for thousands of years.
It was extremely sad for our people. Class, do you now understand that it is important to learn history from different perspectives? That is especially true when we consider how minorities are treated in Oregon. Yes, Kelly?
We have a report about the civil rights movement in Oregon.
Good, let's hear it.
Most people think that Oregon is a very friendly state, but unfortunately, it hasn't always been friendly to minorities.
When Oregon became a state in 1859, it didn't permit slavery, but then the legislature passed law forbidding African Americans to move here.
The Chinese and Japanese people in the late 1800s and early 1900s, the Chinese and Japanese people did not have the same rights as whites.
Oregon was also one of the last states to give women the right to vote.
And in the 1950s, many signs that said whites only could be seen in restaurants and theaters in Portland.
But in the 1960s, a lot of things changed in our country.
People protested and the laws were changed.
There are many songs written during that time about freedom and justice. Here is one of them.
Oregonians have always been concerned about the environment.
After all, this is a beautiful state, and we would like to preserve it.
We learned how to recycle bottles and cans long before most other states figured it out.
Laws were passed that made sure beaches would be protected and always available for the public.
Every year, thousands of people help clean up our beaches.
So let's have a beach party.
That night, Chloe and Carol were finishing a report.
There, it's done. 352 pages of our Oregon report.
Wow, Miss Footer's going to be very impressed. Well, I have to go now. Bye, Chloe.
Good night, Carol. Well, it's off to bed. Good night, Fido. explain to Miss Foot.
Now, let's see who hasn't finished their report yet. Chloe?
Miss Foot, my dog Fido ate our report last night. We just finished page 352. Honestly.
Chloe, you really expect me to leave that old excuse? Let's see. Saturday's the 4th. I heard that's at 4,300 and...
No, Miss Foot, their dog really ate her report. It's just not fair.
Well, I'm sorry, but rules are rules. If you do not have a report to turn in today, you may not attend the party. Okay, everyone's finished except Carly and Tabitha. I believe you girls have something to present?
Yes, we do, don't we, Carly?
Oh, yeah, we do.
Okay, that's it. I'm going to have to give Mr. Pett a little call and have him come down here to hear this report. It seems that these two girls haven't taken this report as seriously as I would have wanted them to. Ready, girls?
Mrs. Foot, Mr. Pep, in our class, we'd like to tell you what Oregonians believe in. We have seen a lot of skits and presentations about historical events. But nobody has said what makes Oregon and Oregonians special. As Oregonians, we believe that our state is beautiful and that we must preserve it. We believe that we should treat all our citizens fairly, and when we've caused someone an injury, we need to apologize and make it right. We believe that when someone in our state needs our help, we should help them. We believe that we are proud of our pioneer heritage and will continue to be pioneers inventing new and different ways of doing things. We believe that there should be quality public education for all. We believe that it is important to follow the law and that no one is above the law. We believe that it will probably rain in Oregon in the winter, but that we can make jokes about the rain, for we have a good sense of humor. And finally, we believe that this is the best place on earth to live.
Well done, Tabitha and Carly. That was excellent. Don't you think they did a good job? This is good.
Hello, room 1.
Hello, this is Mrs. Foot. Hello, Mrs. Foot. This is Mrs. Grace and Chloe's mom. I just wanted to say that I just spent 2 hours leading up big report on Oregon. It seems like our dog Fido has buried it in the backyard last night. I hope it wasn't due today.
Oh, that's very interesting.
Yes, except it doesn't look very good right now. So I can bring it in if you want me to.
Yes, that would be good. It is due today.
Fido is also buried 6 bones, 2 China's balls, and 2 cat toys. Do you want me to bring them in as well?
No, I think the report will be enough. Chloe and Carol, your report has been found. Class, I am very proud of you all. You have learned a great deal about our history and you are all invited to the party. Woo!
This is my
to offer some thank yous. Doing this show, there's absolutely, positively no way we could ever do this show without an incredible crew. We had a wonderful, wonderful group. And they are in, the names are in your program, but I want to especially thank a few people. I'm going to put these down for a second. Because we've had some just amazing help. And I would love the parents, and even if they think they're working on the costumes right now, and they're getting them ready, if they could come out here, because we really, really would like to acknowledge them. First of all, if we could have the costume group come out. So Mo and Tracy and Marissa, and of course, Kitty is backstage, Susan Finch, who did so much work on it, and Nancy, and I probably missed somebody else. If you worked on costumes, the dances that you saw were put together by some absolutely wonderful people. Jennifer, where are you? Are you out in the audience who did the can-can? And is Tracy around who did the beach and the, oh, rats, who did the beach and the cowboy dance? And also, James, if you're around, if you could give them applause. So thank you so much. Our other parents who helped out, this beautiful program produced by Karen and Susan, the wonderful poster out in the hall, and I won't get your name right, but I think it's Micah, thank you, and Susan for helping out with communications. And then this really, really wonderful thing happened. Excuse me, guys, you can stay put for just a second. Because I don't normally get stage lights at a school show like this, but they made a huge, huge difference. And Michael came back out of retirement. Folks, we could not do this show without the support of the classroom teachers as well. And so would you please acknowledge Mrs. Oliver and Mr. Rosen. One of the amazing things about this class is that they sing and they're very theatrical. And singing in very theatrical class is also one that tends to have a lot of energy, as you know. But they really do sing well, and I hope that a lot of the parents here will keep those kids singing, especially in choirs. We have some amazing voices this year. This is one of the greatest classes I've ever had for voices. So I really appreciate that. Really quickly, I'd like to thank Mr. Pep as well. And then we've had two people who have worked, sweated buckets this time and kept this thing going. Would Sam and Kitty please come out? If I have missed someone, I am very sorry. Give them all applause. We cannot do this without you. I'm going to play you off row by row, just like we've done before. And you will you will walk off quietly, get your costumes changed. Audience, you will meet them after the costumes are changed. So chorus, could you stay in place for one more minute?